Hello, my name is Mark, and I thank you so much for coming by today. Throughout my career, I've designed hundreds of corporate informational layouts like the one you see right here for use in textbooks, magazines, displays, or brochures. Their purpose is to quickly communicate short articles of information to a reader, usually one article after the other. But if these layouts didn't have any images or graphics, they'd be just words and not really interesting to read. And that's where I come in. My job is to create unique graphics to catch a reader's eye, lure them into the layout, and direct how their eye flows from one article to the next across the panel. The idea is to create small icons to boost emphasis on the article headers, use fonts geared for a specific category like financial, medical, or education, to choose stock images that highlight the information, and sometimes even create a cartoon to add humor to mundane text. It's all designed to enhance the layout's narrative through a visual lead-in to get the reader's attention and to keep it there. Other examples can be found all over the internet on news sites and blogs where generic stock images are used as visual lead-ins to attract a reader's eye. For this article, Should We Be Drinking Less?, the art director chose a generic stock photo of wine glasses, which was probably inexpensive, quick to use, and an easy solution for the article. But what I like to do is use that same article and challenge myself to come up with an alternative solution in my own style that could work just as well and have the same result as a visual lead-in to the article. And that's what I wanted to discuss today. A fresh, unique way to leverage existing editorial or opinion articles that can be found all over the internet and in magazines to challenge ourselves and our work while also helping to build portfolio pieces that may have more impact than just a static drawing. I browse Instagram and social media every single day to see what new work is out there and what the current trends are. By searching for well-known blogs, news sites, or even artists, I can click on hashtags to find all kinds of unique artwork and new artists that inspire me and motivate me to challenge my own skills and perspective. A lot of artists post work on Instagram for fun, to showcase their work with no other intent than sharing the pleasure and joy from the process of creating their art. And that's something I do myself, and I love to see work from my friends and other artists. But what if an artist wants to say more with their work? What if they want to create something that communicates beyond just another drawing or painting and speaks directly to their viewers with a narrative that is either obvious or maybe even a little abstract? And what if an artist wants to actually make money from their art? Well, that's a lot like how I started my own career. I wanted to be able to sell my own work. But it wasn't that easy. Back then, without the internet or email, it was hard to get publishers, agencies, or magazines to notice me. And even though I put out a ton of postcards and made a lot of phone calls, I was met with far more rejection than success, which led to frustration and disappointment. But, like many other artists, I was persistent and I knew I could sell my work. I just needed to find the right outlet. Then, I got a break. A small magazine I had sent samples of my work to needed an illustrator. They offered me the opportunity to create one piece for an ad, and I quickly agreed. I delivered the illustration a few days later, I got paid, and the client was happy. They were so happy that the next month they called me back to do another piece, and from that point on, I worked for them on a regular basis. Still, I continued to send samples of my work to other publishers and agencies, and soon another magazine contacted me. They were a more prominent magazine, and they'd seen my work. They gave me an assignment which was both lucrative and gave me another client to work for. And that's how things went for a while. But nowadays, because times and technology have changed, I don't pitch my work quite the same way as I used to. But I still love to browse through magazines, news sites, and blogs, finding articles and editorial pieces to challenge myself, much like I did when I was younger. One of my favorite sites to find articles is called alltop.com. I don't have any affiliation with the site, but it's a great resource that I use all the time, and I think it's definitely worth sharing. I'll put a link in the description below. Alltop.com is an aggregate site, which means they pull their content from all over the web and post the links on their site. There are all kinds of great new articles in all kinds of categories from technology to entertainment. It's a really great way to find editorial content and sort through articles to see what kind of work is trending right now. As you likely know, there are all kinds of challenges for artists on the web. I love to see the work people create, and I even try to do some of the challenges myself when I can. But leveraging existing information, like an opinion piece or an editorial article, is a great way to build a specific portfolio, sharpen unique skills, and even offer the potential of getting paid for, if that's something an artist wants to pursue, of course. For me, I always try to see how many benefits I can get from doing a creative project, whether it's showcasing on Instagram or building a social media following, making a video to share some helpful insight or information with a community, or to carry my work from being personal to being professional, where I can use it to highlight my skills to a client. However it may work for you, I always promote artists to take on new challenges. And by using articles and information layouts as a model for what we can do, even like I'm doing here with this article, can offer so many benefits that, to me, is worth sharing. Of course, just to note, it's not ethical or legal to replace the artwork on a published article and claim it as our own. This demonstration is educational only. It's just for educational purposes, and I don't encourage anyone to use a mock-up created by someone else as their own. That's why I've included full credits and copyrights at the end of the video to these articles. So I hope this was a helpful video in presenting a new, fresh way to maybe challenge your skills and potentially invite you to explore new possibilities with your artwork. Thank you so much for watching, and I'd love to know your thoughts on this topic and if there's some insight you might have as well. As always, if you haven't subscribed, please do, and I'd love to bring you more content like this in the future. Stay well, and I hope you're keeping safe. Thank you again, and God bless.